Welcome back to Tessa's Table. Today's sweet potato noodle soup video is sponsored by the North Carolina Sweet Potato Commission. I'm going to show you how this recipe can show the value of sweet potatoes and their ability to make it onto your menu no matter what time of year, as they fit into any budget. So let's take a look at today's ingredients. So let's get started with our sweet potato noodle soup. So first I'm going to go ahead and heat up my pan over medium-high heat. And while I'm doing that, let's talk about our ingredients. So I'm starting with sauteing my green onions in some butter. That's an optional step. You can use a plant-based butter option or even oil. It's just butter tastes good, so it adds more flavor. In onions, I'm just using green onion tops, so it's FODMAP friendly. But if you have white onions, yellow onions, or even if you just have onion powder in your pantry, feel free to use any of those options. And our sweet potatoes today, this recipe will come together in less than like 10 minutes. It's really how long it takes for the pasta that you choose to cook. So I have my roasted sweet potatoes here, some leftover rotisserie chicken that I had and just shredded up and pulled out of the freezer. So again, keeping it nice and budget friendly and using what you have in your pantry or your refrigerator. And then I had some zucchini rolling around in my fridge, so I have that chopped up as well. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our butter in the pan and our green onions. And you don't necessarily need to caramelize it or get really golden brown color on the veggies. It's just to heat everything through. Because as I mentioned, using this soup, it's, sweet potatoes and whatever other veggies you may have in your pantry. So it's just taking those odds and ends and making sure you use them to make this delicious soup. So this recipe is more so a template for you to kind of get creative with whatever you have and whatever veggies you like. So there's sweet potatoes. Now I'm going to add in our zucchini. So then our chicken. Just stir that up. And now I'm going to put in our pasta. And I'm using a small shaped fusilli pasta because when I think about when I'm eating my soup, I want everything to fit onto the spoon. I don't want it to be too big or too wild. And then now adding in our chicken stock. Because if you add something like spaghetti, it's going to be kind of awkward to eat. So I like this as a one spoon meal, if you will, just using one spoon and get everything on there. So now I'm going to crank up the heat to high and let this boil, cover it and let it boil. And we're going to wait for the pasta to cook. All right, so let's check on our soup. Ooh, looks so good. So now I'm just gonna dish it up really simply. So we were just waiting really for the pasta to cook through, as our sweet potatoes and our chicken and our zucchini didn't take long to heat through. And with the pasta, like I said, now it's like nice and easy for you to get it all into one little spoonful. And with that as well, you can use whatever pasta you like, whether it's, whole grain, FODMAP friendly or gluten-free pasta. So again, just using whatever you have. Make sure you get some big pieces of the sweet potato too. And I like to serve this up with a few extra condiments and fresh toppings on the side. It's delicious as is, but sometimes I want like an extra bit of crunch or some acidity to like brighten it up. So I have lemon wedges, some green onions on the side, and some extra chilies and parsley. So you can kind of mix and match whatever you want to jazz up your sweet potato soup. So thank you again to the North Carolina Sweet Potato Commission for sponsoring today's sweet potato noodle soup video. The recipe will be available in the description below and at tastenutritionconsulting.com. Thanks for watching and see you next time.